Okay.
And recording. We're on. Okay. Welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday. Well, it's the second Thursday in January, isn't it? But happy 2019. It's our first 2019 Team Hope call. Super happy it's recording, right? So we have it for replays. Tag your people in here. Any new ambassadors, anybody that isn't able to jump on tonight, tag them so that they can see what's going on and hear all the news. Okay, so right off the bat, just really quick, I'm going to cover some current events. My name is Deanna Bishop. I am a Senior Ruby Ambassador, and super happy to be here. Excited about this year. Okay, first of all, number one thing on the current events, this Saturday is Super Saturday. If you don't know what Super Saturday is, do a search on Team Hope. Get with your sponsor. Ask them, what is it? Because it is amazing, you guys. Super Saturday is where there's expertise there. There are people there. You will hear things and be so inspired by the things that you hear, the people that talk, share their experiences. You don't want to miss it. There's an energy about it. It's live. So I'm going to Salt Lake. I'm driving down to Salt Lake, but there is a live option that you can stream it live in case you're not close to a location, or if weather is going to not permit you to travel. But really, you leave feeling energized and excited, and really, you get goals set. You kind of just catch a vision. There's just nothing like being at a Super Saturday, at an event, a Plexus event. They've sent out an email that says, you will leave feeling equipped and empowered and really inspired. It's going to build confidence so that you can have an amazing year, not only for your business, but just for you personally, in all the different areas that Plexus helps. So Super Saturday, get registered. It is $19.99 and you can do the live stream. So there are prizes when you're local, when you're actually at an event, they have prizes and giveaways, and there will be can't miss announcements. You guys, announcements about new tools for ambassadors, new products. So you want to be involved with that. Okay. So Slim Down Challenge, you guys. We have, if you're not registered yet, you still have a few days. You have until January 15th. We on our team, Team Hope, we have a contest, $75. Someone is going to win $75 just for registering for the Slim Down contest. It is free to participate. Again, look on Team Hope, do a little search in the side search bar, but register with a partner. Accountability is huge. It makes all the difference when you have a partner. Lots and lots of support. We have join the Fit Squad on Facebook. It's the Plexus Fit Squad. All of the information about the Slim Down you can find on our Team Hope page. Okay. Lots and lots of prizes for the Slim Down Challenge, and that is for Plexus, from Plexus. Hey, Christy, Tara is asking for a phone call in number for the Zoom. Just an FYI. Okay, so let's see. Okay, the Slim Down Challenge, you guys, it's out of this world. Plexus they don't mess around. There are tons of grand prize, finals prizes, weekly prizes. So you'll want to get in on that. Platinum Club, we have something on Team Hope called Platinum Club. And what that is when you as an ambassador have three new ambassadors that join you in that month, and you help a level 1 ambassador do the same, go silver. So when you yourself get 3, and you get your friend that joined with you, it doesn't have to be one of these 3, it can be any of your level 1 ambassadors, go silver, you earn Club Platinum. That is $350 that we as your team leaders have put in. We've all chipped in a little bit of money to inspire you for even an extra incentive bonus Plexus gives you the bonuses, the business building bonuses, but we as your team leaders want to just kind of throw in a little extra thing there for you. So you can also search for Club Platinum. Convention, save the date. There will be an announcement this Saturday. We will learn of the location for convention. Convention is June 18th through the 21st. So it's a Tuesday through a Saturday, I believe that is. So June 18th through 21st, and the location will be announced on Saturday. So mark it on your calendar now, wherever it is. Last year it was in Florida. Year before it was in Las Vegas. So we're not sure where it's going to be, but. And then the last current event that I wanted to bring up is Pink Health. You guys, you have friends that want to know more about Plexus. And hopefully you are posting about Plexus, your experience, your life, how the supplements have changed your life and improved your life on your personal page. But you know what? People want to know more. So when those people reach out to you, when you find a friend that might be dealing with migraines or any health-related issues, Pink Health is an amazing tool for you to use. So we call it the ATM, add, tag, message. So what you're going to do is when you have a friend that wants to know a little bit more, add them to Pink Health, tag them in a post that is specific to what they are dealing with. And then you're going to send them a message and say, I was thinking about you today. I added you to this page and I tagged you in this post that I think will really help. So that's the ATM method. Do that and you will find a lot of success that helps build your relationships and let people know that you really are thinking about them and caring about them and helping get their questions answered. So did I take a breath in all those current events? Maybe not. All right. When you watch this on the replay, you can push pause in between and take a breath for me. Okay. So tonight, you guys, I'm really, really excited to introduce this amazing lady. You guys may have seen some of her posts and some of her cute little boomerangs that she does. I love it. I love it so much. So Tara-Lynn, she joined our Team Hope at the end of July, very end of July. And already she has added 9 ambassadors and she is killing it on Facebook and on Instagram. She is an inspiration. We're excited about her. So Tara-Lynn has 2 sweet little kiddos, right? She has Hope, who just turned 3, and Hiram, who just turned 1. Her husband is a 5th grade teacher. And Tara-Lynn, she's an amazing resource, you guys. I'm so happy to have her on our team. She is a certified health coach since 2015, certified via the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, right?
Right.
2015. She is working on building that business. So her health coaching business really, and Plexus, she'll tell us a little bit more about why she chose Plexus and share with us some of her tips and tricks. But it just goes hand in hand. Anybody in the healthcare industry is going to love Plexus products because it's a companion to help people live healthy and happier lives. So Tara-Lynn, I'm going to go ahead and let you take it away.
Okay. Hi, I'm excited to be on the call tonight. So I wasn't planning on sharing why I chose Plexus, but Deanna pretty much nailed it on the head. It's a perfect fit for my health coaching business. I think everybody needs to be on a good multivitamin, and a lot of the other supplements that Plexus has are fantastic. And I get my clients on high quality products like Plexus products all the time. So it just made sense. It made perfect sense to build it alongside my health coaching business. So you guys will see more about my health coaching stuff over the coming weeks if you follow me on social. And if you don't, send me a friend request. Okay, so Christy asked me to share some of my top tips on social media tonight, which I am excited to do. We learned about online business and social media in my health coach training. So I've got a little bit of a background on it. And then obviously we get a little bit of training with Plexus on how to share on social media. But I was excited when Christy suggested this topic because you guys have pet peeves. And so I'm excited to talk about them and hopefully help you guys build your businesses better and stronger. So we're going to go through 5 don'ts, and I have an instead for each don't, because we need, not just problems, but solutions. So my first don't is don't just post information. For example, you think ProBio 5 is fantastic. You write a great post about it that's a couple paragraphs long, and that's it. It ends right there. Don't end it. You've got to help people engage with you. So instead of just ending with the information, add a question at the end of your post. Make it a goal to put a question at the end of every single post. And when I say question, I don't mean who wants more information, or shoot me a PM if you want more info. You're not going to get very much engagement from that because it's intimidating, it's scary for people. But if you ask a question that they can answer, or that gives them an opportunity to share their expertise with you, you're going to get a lot of engagement, you're going to build relationships, and then your business is going to build from there. So an example of a question, I did one this morning. I did a post about my lean shake. My kids have been sick for a couple days. I'm not sleeping a whole lot, so mornings are tough. So I'm going for a quick breakfast. And all I said at the end of that post was, what's your go-to breakfast? It can be as simple as that. Just something that's going to get people engaged and interested in having a conversation with you. Okay, so don't post just info. Instead, invite engagement by asking a question. Number 2, don't only post product information. We love Plexus, right? We post about it all the time, and that's great, but don't make it your entire feed. If it is your entire feed, people are going to scroll on past. They're going to unfriend you. They're going to think that you're in it just to get a sale from them, which is not what we're in it for, right? We want to help people feel better. We want to bless people's lives with these amazing products and with the business. So don't just post product information. Instead, post about your life. Show people who you are, what you like, and build those relationships, okay? Number 3 is don't write novels. You guys, if it's longer than 2 or 3 paragraphs, I don't read it. I don't know if you read it, but I don't read it because I don't go to social media to read a book, right? I want to see what's happening in people's lives, and I want it to be quick and digestible. So if it's long, I don't read it. But sometimes we have a lot to say, right? And when that happens, so here comes the instead, do a live. If you have a lot to say and it's important, then by all means share it, but share it in a live, because you can say a lot and people are going to be more interested and engaged watching a video. They're going to get to know you better. It's fun to see your face and hear your voice. So engage with your community in that way. So don't write novels, instead do a live. That's number 3. Number 4, don't use a lot of technical language. It's easy to assume that so when I'm scrolling through my feed, I see a lot of Plexus friends, a lot of you guys, because I like following you. I like seeing what you post. But it's easy to assume when you see a lot of other Plexus posts that everybody knows all of the technical jargon that we use as in our One Plexus family, right? But not everybody understands all of the technical terms, and not everybody cares, frankly. So instead of using technical names for micronutrients or specific diseases or things like that, simplify it. Dumb it down for people. Not because people are dumb, but because it's easier to read. So instead of talking about the micronutrient, talk about the symptoms that it's going to help with. Use words that describe the micronutrient. Tell stories. If you cut out that technical jargon, you're going to see a lot more engagement on your posts. Okay, and then last but not least, this is my biggest pet peeve, and I'm sorry if it offends you. I love you all. Don't copy and paste between different social media platforms, okay? Each social media platform is unique and different. It caters to different audiences. So I'm on Instagram and I'm on Facebook. Okay. Instagram is meant to be pictures. You scroll through, you want to see the pictures, get an idea of what people are talking about. You don't want to use a lot of text on Instagram. People aren't going to read it. You're wasting your time, you're wasting your breath, and people are going to get annoyed and unfollow you because that's not what Instagram is for. Now on Facebook, it's a little different, right? A little more text works really well on Facebook. People go there wanting to have conversations and engage in a different way. So it makes a lot more sense on Facebook. So when you just copy your Facebook posts into Instagram, you honestly aren't doing yourself any favors. So instead of copying and pasting, choose just one platform. Honestly, if you are just putting long text on Instagram, you're not going to get much engagement. You're not going to be building your business very much on Instagram that way. So if it feels stressful to be creating different things for different platforms, just choose one and rock it. Rock that one platform. But if you really want to be on both platforms, create a different strategy, right? So my Instagram feed is all coaching. It's health coaching. And sometimes I throw in a Plexus post. That lean post I did this morning, I threw up on both Facebook and Instagram, but that is not the norm. If you check out my Instagram feed and my Facebook feed, you're going to see different things. And that's important because a lot of us are followed by the same people on both platforms. So serve them in different ways. Understand those platforms and choose your favorite or create different strategies. So those are my 5 tips. And my number 1 tip for social media before I get off is to post. Okay. You're not going to build your business on social media if you're not posting. I know it's scary. I know it's hard. I know that sometimes you don't know what to say. You're afraid of offending people. You're afraid of being annoying. And yeah, those things will happen. But you're not going to figure out how to be awesome at it until you start doing it. So post. And if you don't know how to do it, reach out to your sponsor, reach out to the upline, and they will help you. And that is all.
Carolyn, that was so awesome. I
Thank
love
you.
it so much. Question for you.
Yes.
Before I move on. So I love that number 1 tip is post. I love that so much because we have so many people who are afraid to post.
Yeah.
And it's like you said, they're afraid of looking salesy. They're afraid of, annoying their friends or whatnot. So I love that all of your tips are things that truly, if you post this way, you will add value to people.
Yeah.
So because you came prior to Plexus from a health coaching background, did you hesitate in any way to start posting and sharing Plexus into what you were already doing? Because I don't, and I ask because there are some people, right, who they've started like their Plexus page, and that's the only place they'll post Plexus to, except for that nobody sees it. So I'm just, did you hesitate at all, or were you just like belief in the products and go?
I didn't have belief in the products when I first posted. I have been battling gallbladder disease this year and had really focused on improving my gut health. And I got on a probiotic at the beginning of the year. And I had seen so much improvement in my own health, and my husband was struggling with some gastrointestinal discomfort, that fun stuff we don't like talking about. So I saw Janelle's posts, and I wanted to know how her probiotic was different than what I was already taking for my husband. So when we started taking it, I didn't have any belief in Plexus, frankly. But Janelle told me to post what I was doing, and I am not afraid of posting about health challenges and things like that on social, because I think we learn and grow from each other's challenges and from each other's solutions. So my first post was just hey, we're trying this new thing, watch, and we'll let you know how it goes in a couple weeks. That's all it was.
I love that so
from there.
much for two reasons. Kudos to Janelle for doing what I tell her to do, which is when you sign somebody, ask them to make a post immediately. And huge kudos to you for doing it. Because how many of us are scared to ask the new people we've signed, hey, will you make a post saying what you're starting?
Yeah.
We're scared to do that. We post all day long. Why do we assume they won't post their new journey? So thank you. I love that so much. Okay. I may run over a little bit. So if you guys have to leave, you can. I am going to talk about belief in yourself. And I was listening to Tara Lynn, and what came over me was a little crazy. So I had told some of the people on our team earlier this week, I'm like, I'm not sure what this week's call is going to be. I'm just not sure. I'm thinking about it. I'm praying about it. And today they know me. You guys know me. I watch a ton of videos, and then all of a sudden something will hit me. I'm like, I'm watching all these videos and I got nothing. I got nothing to say. And then I listened to this Belief in Yourself by Emily Roberts today that she posted last night. And it was good. And I took notes. And then as I was listening to you, Tara Lynn, I was so overwhelmed by the Spirit that this is what I was supposed to share, but not because any of you need to hear it, but because I need to hear it, which maybe means some of you need to hear it, because there are people on this call who have been doing this as long as me. Judy, you've been doing this as long as me. Tara's been doing it a year less than me. Deanna, I've drug with me all along, so she's been doing it a year less, but she's been with me. There comes a point, maybe not for everybody, when you start to not doubt the products. I think all of us, for people that don't know, Judy is not on our team, but Judy has MS. And I think, Judy, if you don't mind, on one of our calls, I will have you come on and tell your story, because it's miraculous. I will never doubt the products, but doubting in myself, like I went Emerald and I've not hit Emerald points again. And I'm looking and I'm counting the months going, there's a really good chance I'm not going to go to Maui. And so that got me all in a tizzy. And so where did that come from? You know where that came from? That came because I allowed people in my head, and you can't let that happen. I allowed people around me, and not anybody super close to me, but people who I allowed to have influence over me, make me believe that I did not deserve to be in Hawaii. And I came home and I did not think that I deserved it. And so for a while, that's how I behaved, as if I didn't deserve it. And the crazy thing is I never, until I went there, ever doubted that I was going to be a diamond. Like, ever. When you guys get off this call, you may not have time tonight. It's like 8 minutes long. Jump over, but maybe tomorrow, jump over to my personal page and watch a video I shared of me. It's the first time I ever shared my testimony by video. It's 3 years ago. I was so proud of myself. And again, Judy and Deanna had watched the progress. So doing it then was like, oh my God, look at this girl with the TBI. She's doing amazing. But watch it now and compare it to this. Okay, when I did that, I looked like a zombie. My eyes were sad. My face was still swollen. I didn't move. I had no emotion, but I was 500 times better than I had been before. I look at that video. That girl truly believed she was going to speak on stage at convention one day. At Deanna and I's first convention, she said, "You will speak on stage one day." And that's been one of my affirmations ever since. I don't know when it's going to happen. I believe it will happen one day. But that girl who was a zombie believed 100% she would speak on stage. and that she would be a diamond. So here's the thing. When you get that belief, do not let anybody knock it down. Do not let anybody say anything negative to you or even speak to you in a way that makes you feel anything less. And you may not, everybody doesn't want to be a diamond. Some people super want to be a ruby because $3,000 a month would be a huge thing in their family. And that's as hard as they want to work. And that would be enough for them, and that'll be great. And they don't want to do all the things. They don't want to train at corporate. They don't want to do all the, I always have. But for a few months, I thought I was not worthy. And if you guys notice on Gold Diggers and on Team Hope, I stopped doing trainings. I stopped just going live and telling you guys all the amazing things I learned that day because I didn't think I was worthwhile. So I spent all of December getting back on my feet, getting back to a great space. And I listened to this today and it was good, like I said. But then as I kept going over it, I was like, nobody's knocking me down again. Like, they're not. I'm not Emerald again because Deanna hasn't not hit Emerald. I'm not Emerald points because I stopped believing I was worth it. I need to keep adding people. I need to believe that every person I talk to, I can affect in a positive way. Maybe not with Plexus, but maybe with my silly sunrise motivation. But in some way, I am going to add value to every person I come in contact with. And for me, I live in Fort Lauderdale. It's like the most northern city in the world. You can ask those of you who went to convention and experienced Miami a little bit. People don't look you in the eye here. They don't make eye contact. They don't smile. They don't slow down and let you walk across the street. I do, and I will continue. If I only add value by smiling to the person who checks me out, that's what I'm going to do. So FYI, my blinders are on, and I'm going diamond. I don't care what anybody else thinks about me. All out here, I don't care if they think I don't deserve it. That's them. Be that. Because if you don't believe in yourself, here's the thing. I'm not being self-centered. I'm not being egotistical. Self-belief is not self-centered. It is the only way that I can fight effectively for others to believe in themselves, right? I can only truly lift you guys if I am lifted myself. And there was a month or so when I was barely lifting myself. I had to get out of it. And everybody's maybe going to have those moments. Maybe not. I mean, everybody maybe doesn't have those moments, but I did. I doubted myself. It's rare, but it's not rare. I spent years doubting myself, thinking I'd never do anything again. So that's number one. Believe it is possible. So put your blinders on, believe that dream in your heart is possible, and don't let anybody mess with it. Okay, how do you stay focused on it? You visualize it. 6 months before I went Emerald, I went to the Lexus dealership and I test drove 3 of the 5 options. And I chose which one I wanted. I took pictures in front of it. That was part of my visualization. I knew what it smelled like. I knew what it felt like. I knew what it drove like. There was no doubt in my head. Up until that point, I was like, maybe I'll get that one. Maybe I'll get that one. How do you truly believe and know which Lexus and visualize which one you're going to drive down the road if you've never driven any of them? Why are you not test driving Lexuses? You know what? If you're embarrassed that you're not going to buy one, don't be. There are plenty of people test driving luxury vehicles that don't have a dime in the bank. They don't. Go in and tell them you're with Plexus and you're close to getting your Lexus and you want to drive. When I did that, they were like, somebody was just here last week from Plexus picking theirs up. They know that. They know. If you're coming in, they know that you're going to get one. So I always, again, until my vision board came down the day I hit Emerald. Up until that point, for as long as I can remember, I made one on a little piece of paper. I stole graphics from Google, put them all on a word sheet. I'm way better with graphics now, so watch out for what my vision board looks like when I make it in the next couple days. But here's what it had. First, it had Isaac's school logo because I had to pay for private school, right? It had Alexis. It had Hawaii because I wanted to go there with Rob. It had something that Rob and I wanted to do that was his dream also. But it had everything that I was working towards. It was posted on my bathroom mirror. It was posted on my desk. And it was a screensaver on my phone. I could not get away from my vision. If I thought, maybe I'll just take a nap today because nobody wants to hear from me, guess what? I had to pee. What do you see when you have to pee? And you know what else? Rob saw it every day. And there was a time when he's always supported me, but there was a time when he was like, whatever. And then it was like, hey, did you make enough to cover tuition this month, or am I going to need to help? Do you know how great it feels every month to have been able to say, I got it. Awesome. Not going to worry about it. You know, and we'd be brushing our teeth and he'd be going, how close are we going to Hawaii? We did that for 3 years, people. For 3 years, he asked me, are we going to Hawaii yet? I really need a vacation. That was he and I's honeymoon. We never went on a honeymoon. We've been together 12 years. Visualize it. Make your vision board now. And I'm going to let you slide if you're like, yeah, my vision is to lose 5 pounds and make $300. I'm not going to like it, though. I'm not going to like it. It's because that's not huge. God put you on this earth to do huge things. And your huge thing might not be building a ginormous home on a hill so everybody can look at it and go, oh, look, the Parkers are super rich. I bet. How many probiotics did she have to sell to get that mansion? What is your dream? My dream is to provide scholarships for kids to go to private school and to college who could otherwise probably not reach their potential in the current school system that they're in. Do I want a big condo at the beach? Sure. But really what I want? I think God put me on earth to provide education to people. I can't do that making $300 a month. I can't. You know what? Making $5,000 a month, I barely pay for the kid I got in college. How in the world, and in our church, a lot of people on our team are Latter-day Saints, but a lot of people on our car run are not. Many of us get a blessing in it, and it's a blessing kind of projecting all the great things that we may do in life one day. Mine is all about education. It's what it's all about. That's why God put me here. I got to make a crap ton of money to send a crap ton of kids to school. What? Why do you need to make a crap ton of money? That's what you have to figure out. Okay, number 3, act as if. Act as if you're what you want to be. You know, here's the thing. The first time I went to convention, I didn't know what to expect. You don't know. You don't know when you go to convention what to expect. And truly, and I will say this to anybody if you've never been, and everybody always asks, what do I wear? Truly, you can wear whatever you want. You are going to see people in, like they just spent the last 5 hours at the gym and didn't have time to shower. And you're going to see the people who have stylists and makeup artists and hair people in their hotel room before they walk into a room. You're going to see those people. So after my first time, even when I didn't have much money, I always tried to dress like I'm not going to say like a diamond, because they truly have the money to buy whatever they want. And I would see diamond outfits and I'd be like, I'm going to look really good in that one day. But I always tried to dress like an emerald. And Rob knew I saved up money for 3 months to buy clothes where when I walk through convention with my senior gold tag, I felt like $1 million. I wanted to be that person where people are trying to look at my tag to see what rank I am, because I look like I'm a jewel, but I'm not. I acted as if I was a jewel. at Leaders Retreat. And, you know, and let's be real. My first Leaders Retreat, Rob had to go with me because I still was not capable of traveling by myself or talking to people. My second one, he did not go because Deanna was willing to take me. She would walk me to my hotel room every night because I couldn't really get there. She didn't trust me to get there. She would make me leave the events early because she would see my eyes starting to go. But I still looked. For as long as they let me be in a room, I looked like I was a jewel, at least in my own head. And that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what your outfit costs. It matters what you feel like in it. So act as if, you know, if you are looking like a huffalump every day, do people really think that you're a successful business owner? I don't know. Who are you trying to attract? You know, 3 out of the 5 days I pick Andrew up from school, I am still in the gym clothes that I put on at 5 in the morning. I'm keeping it real. I shower at night, I work out in the morning, and then all of a sudden it's 2 o'clock and I'm still in my leggings and tank top and I'm going. So you know what? 2 days a week, I make a real effort to wash my hair, maybe put on jeans, maybe put on a shirt, do makeup, and every time people are like, you look so pretty. And you know what I say every time? Every time somebody says, you look so pretty today, I say, it's because I have a team call. I had to work with somebody on my team. Because you know what that says? I bring it for my team. I may not bring it for Andrew, but I'm bringing it to my team. You should be on my team. That's it. And here's the thing, if you always look like $1 million, people are not going to notice and go, wow, you look beautiful today, because you look, I got a friend, she's one of my playground friends, she looks like a newscaster, and every day I'm like, and I even told her, I'm like, I didn't want to be your friend because you look like a newscaster, and do you wake up like that? Truly, like, how are you that beautiful all the time? And eventually people are just that nice, you're like, fine, you could be my friend. Could you stand 2 feet away? You know, so it's not often that people are saying to Liz, wow, you look beautiful, because you know what? Liz looks beautiful every day. But Christy Barkley looks different. Most of you on this call probably look different depending on what you're doing. So when you look great and people notice it, say, it's because of my business. However you want to say it. Because that also opens you up. All right, take action. You can't believe in yourself, dream it up, make a vision board, go test drive a Lexus, and then sit on your couch and watch The Real Housewives. I mean, you can, but you're going to look at your vision board for a really long time. And then I'm going to say, you know what? You should maybe scale it down to $200 a month and 5 pounds, because you are caught up on all 12 cities of The Real Housewives. Don't hesitate. Don't quit. We have all zeroed out of my mind that everybody on this call has had a prompting in their heart where all of a sudden somebody's name popped in your head. You've got no idea why. If you don't, just pick up your phone, if they're on Facebook, and send them a Facebook message voice that says, hey, I don't know why, but you just popped in my mind. Just checking on you. Is everything okay? Do you need anything? Not, hey, you just popped in my mind. You want some Hunger Control Slim? That's not what we're doing. We're saying, hey, I was thinking of you. Are you okay? Do you need anything? Because you know what that is? Building relationships. That, following that prompting, is so much better than any single post you could ever make. But let me be clear, if you are posting and then you communicate with them on Facebook Messenger, they are going to see your posts. But don't just love on somebody so that they'll see your posts. Really, don't copy and paste, unless it's a message. Like I copied and pasted about Metaburn and sent it out to everybody. But God puts people on your heart for a reason. Now, you don't know if today, all of a sudden, they just found out their husband's cheating on them. You know what? They're not getting back to you. They're not. They don't have time for you. They just called their best friend, their mama, and their sister. And they're going to cry for a couple months. But you know what? They're going to remember when they start to settle down. How sweet of it was out of the blue that Christy just messaged me and checked in on me on the day that I needed it most. And then they're going to be back. So don't take no response as an insult. You truly have no idea why somebody is not responding to you, but you need to take the initiative every time somebody is on your heart, and even sometimes when they're not. Here's the thing. We tell you to make lists of people to prepare to reach out to them. There's a good chance, if you've never added them to a list, that they're not going to be prompted into your mind because they're not front of mind, right? They're not. You will still get people out of the blue like this. During my nap today, had to take a nap to be ready for 9 o'clock tonight. A friend that I worked with at the Predators was in my dream. I haven't talked to her, since maybe 2008. She was so vivid in my dream that I knew I need to reach out to Melissa and see, hey, you good? Just thinking of you. So follow those promptings, but also make your lists and take action. Don't hesitate. Whatever you are afraid of, just plow right through it. My mission statement my word of the year is courageous. My mission statement, though, is pray first, period. Be courageous. Because if you pray first, and you might not all be praying people, but if you pray to whatever you talk to, whatever spirit animal you're talking to, whatever higher power you're talking to, give that a second first, maybe 30, maybe 60, and then act. Because that's all you need. You can't be afraid if God has given you his blessing. And here's the thing, if you have prayed first, you might get a big red X stop in your tracks. That person doesn't need to hear from you today. Whatever you were thinking, back it up and add it to tomorrow. Let's talk about that again tomorrow. All right? So act. So here's the thing, to have belief in yourself. Believe it's possible, visualize it, act as if, and take action. Here's one final quote, and I stole this from Emily Roberts, who said that her coach told it to her. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to get these numbers way wrong. You can watch her video if you want to. Of course, she's going to teach this way differently than I'm going to teach this. But in essence, her coach this week sat her down on the phone and compared her 2015 to her 2018. In 2015, she personally enrolled like 250 level ones. Her team had over 400 people go silver in 2015. In 2018, she personally enrolled 34 people between her and her husband's legs, and less than 40 went silver on her team. So this is a person who clearly knows how to do it, right? So something happened, something changed. So this is what he told her. He asked her, why? What do you think? Why did people stop working? Blah, blah, blah. She talks about that a little bit. And she said, and I can testify to this, comparing yourself to other people will kill you every time. And she said, I feel like people who joined me early on compared their journey to mine. And I went diamond and there's senior gold. And so they just quit on me. And he said, here's the thing, and this is huge. Do not look at my results. Look at my work ethic. Compare the work I am doing to the work you're doing. So that's it. Don't look at my rank and compare it to your rank. Look at the work I did to get. And here's the other thing. Don't compare, Tara Lynn, you've been doing this since July. So let's say you're on chapter 2. Don't compare your chapter 2 to my chapter 23. You're not at my point in the book yet, And then we have like Tara, whose son's cancer relapsed. Talk about going from chapter 50 and having to like put the book down on the nightstand for a year. That's okay. That's okay. That's the great thing about our business. So Tara has never been bothered, even though everybody who was on our uplines team knew for certain that Tara would go Emerald before I went Emerald. No doubt in anybody's mind. Tara had to put her book down. And you know what? Tara has never once been down on me. Tara has been my biggest cheerleader through everything. She's not pissed. I mean, she's pissed at cancer. She gets to be pissed at cancer. She gets to be pissed at the life making her put her book down. She is not upset in any way that I got to keep reading my book. Because you know what? As soon as she puts her book back up, I'm in deep crap if I'm comparing myself to how quickly rank ups happen again. Because that's what happened when Tara joined and she started going way faster than me. I'm like, what in the hell is she doing? And so you know what I did? I called her and said, what are you doing? Please teach me everything you're doing. So we were doing the same thing and it was going super great. She had to put her book down. I don't know at what point I might have to put I clearly did put my book down. I stopped reading for a little while. I've picked my book back up. I'm reading again. All that to say, I don't know what chapter you're on. Think about it and just go from there. Because your work ethic, that's going to determine your rank. I can love on my team all day long. I love doing that. If I am not picking up the phone and calling people and say, can I send you a Plexus sample? I will sit at 900 points until Deanna goes Emerald. But then still, do I have outside leg points? Let's be real. It's me. It's on me. It's on you. But you have to believe in yourself before you can do it for anybody else. So that's all I got. Sorry, I went way over. I just got so excited. Does anybody have any questions or any thoughts before I let you all go back to sleep? I'm so grateful for Terilyn and all that she taught us. Amazing. I will clarify something if you're still watching or you're watching the replay. Deanna talked about signing up for Slim Down Challenge by January 15th. That's just for the Team Hope Enter to Win $75. You can sign up for the Slim Down Challenge. You don't have to start until what, like February 24th or something? Like late February, you have to sign up. And even on Team Hope, you can sign up today, but put your start date for February 15th if you want. And just put that in there. I just wanted to make sure nobody was confused and be like, oh crap, I got to start my challenge next week. I still want to eat ice cream. That's okay. All right. Any questions? Anybody? So grateful for everybody being on. Did somebody, Deanna, you want to close us?
Sure. I was just getting on to say thank you. Thanks everybody. We have got on here. Everybody stayed. Way to stick it through, you guys. This was good
because I went way too long. I'm sorry.
This was great. It was awesome. We love our monthly calls. See you again next month, right? Yes. But you guys go out there, love on people. You're amazing and fantastic. Thanks for showing up tonight. Appreciate it.
Yes. Love you guys. Thank you. Bye.